And we're back to talk about that episode, which is Balls Up, heavily featuring Methadone Mick. He's back. I liked his character. I like it more when he's randomly smart. And in this, he was more of just a punchline. I like it when he's, correcting people's crossword puzzles or coming up with the, oh, wow, there are many aspects of death. There's the Grim Reaper. The Greek version is Thanatos, of course. And he's just, I don't know. I like it more when he appears in, still foolish, still ridiculous, still whatever, but he's got more of that. There's like a hidden intelligence here.
Oh, Fergie, it's yourself.
Aye. Here, Mick, you're good with words and that, ain't you?
It's been suggested that my loquaciousness is legendary.
Aye, well.
In this one, he was almost entirely just kind of the punchline. But it was a pretty good punchline. When they gave him the dog's head to the costume and it looked with the teeth and with the hair, I was like, all right, I see what you're building up to, and that's pretty funny. And then he is just the dog, and it was good, I think, for this episode, but I appreciate his character more when it's used in that other way. Also, the Undertaker was there briefly. Apparently someone else had even died, but that was not a big part of this episode. He just mentioned it, and then mentioned the fact that Bobby had a heart attack. He got 18 stents. Robo Bobby. My God. That is ridiculous. Watching that, I was like, oh, I need to get in shape. Better shape anyway. Actually, I've been trying. So my sister's wedding is coming up like next week. And so I've lost 15 pounds over the past like month or two. And I'd like to just keep that going. Lose another 15 or 20 pounds. That would be great, but I don't know if I'm going to have the motivation after that wedding. But back to this episode. I was thinking about halfway through the episode, I was like, it's a shame they're not showing more of this soccer league. And then that's what the second half of the entire episode was them actually showing them playing. So that was pretty fun. I thought it was hilarious how the other teams that they were playing were like, they had their uniforms and they looked, and then it was just them. But then it came down to the finals and it's them versus another team that's doing the same thing that they are, which is bullying to win. Naveed coming in and just drop kicking that guy's shin was hilarious. It's like he showed up just to do that and get thrown out. That's called strategy. That's a strategy, people. I don't know. I definitely had more fun at the end than at the beginning of this episode, but maybe that's just, I don't know why, but Winston also had some great bits. I'm trying to remember exactly which one. I know when his leg got kicked off, that was awesome. When he was eating, just standing over there eating. Oh, and when they were walking up the steps and then he throws up at the end, and I'm like, well, he's got the one leg, so absolutely. Let's take a look at. I'm not going to take a look at some of the comments from the previous episode. So if you've left some comments there, the format's going to change a little bit because I'm trying to do a little bit more, since I know we can't watch the whole episode on YouTube, and I don't like it either. But we're going to get into that with the comments. So, all right. So here's some of the comments from the previous video. Emander said, yeah, I think they could have given poor old Eric a more nostalgic send-off. He's 91 in real life. Jimmy Martin is his name. Winston telling One Direction not to skip the queue was hilarious. I agree. I love them all too, more or less. I think he's talking about all the episodes. A couple of shoddy episodes, one pretty dire one, but out of so many, it's pretty great overall. I agree. Cheers, hope you're doing well. Right back at you. That work you're doing sounds really interesting. I'll take a look for sure. Thank you very much. It's very good to keep busy creatively when you enjoy it. Well done. And I'm going to reply to these saying that I replied to you in this video, so hopefully you'll get to see it. But thank you, Emander, very much for that. The new work is a lot of fun. I thank you for going over there and checking it out. To the Howie Mandel video, which I will again link in this. It's Failed to Render, which is a virtual reality comedy club. I'm working for them now. And their YouTube so far has just one video, and it's a video that I've made. So if you can go there and you can say something nice about the video and say Vase sent me, you'll be a hero in my book. DJ Donnelly, this episode was talked about in the episode Who's Your Daddy, where Jack and Victor had the conversation about the Reaper visiting them at their doors. Rest in peace, old Eric. Robert said, great reaction. One of my favorite scenes is the doors closing all at the same time. Absolutely, I agree. The anagram, Death is Nigh, that was fun. And check out Failed to Render. Absolutely, appreciate that. Patio Gormley said, great reaction to this episode. The way you actually analyzed it too, the mini clips, was fun. I refuse to watch other reactors as they are simply not in your proverbial league. Thank you, Patty. Watching these episodes again are brilliant. And don't forget, once the entire series has been viewed, you must take time to do a compilation of them to get even more people to watch them. I plan on it. I do actually plan on that for sure. Liked and subscribed to the other things that I mentioned. I really appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Carrie said, congratulations on your new projects. Thank you, Carrie. Still loving your reactions to Still Game. I'm still loving that you guys are still loving my reactions to Still Game. It's a great show. I don't know how anyone could not. The only way I think they could either not react is if they're just terrible. It's just like, this is a person I don't want to spend time with anyway. Or if they can't understand the Scottish at all and they just have no idea what's going on. I can see it then too, but that's, you know. James Martin, who played Eric, is still alive. He was already in his 70s in the original series. He's now 96, but apparently not in good health. Sad to hear that. But it's amazing he's still alive at all. It's getting up there, man. 90s. Great to see the return of Still Game. Thank you, Gavin. Cherzo. Yes, James Martin, who plays Eric, is still alive. 91 now. And I believe Cherzo is one of the ones who also went over to that Howie Mandel video, gave it a like, gave it a comment, made me look like a boss. Appreciate that. Gerard said, I really liked the reaction in the episode, but was having the same problem with the adverts over there. I like how you were putting scenes in the corner as you spoke about them. Yeah, I kind of did that for the first time this time. Well, I didn't have to do it with the original ones that I was watching because we watched the whole episode together. But now that I have to put some of it on Daily Motion and some of it, I'm like, I feel like I should put more stuff into the YouTube video if I can. But of course, that takes more time. And you were right about cutting away from the story. They should have told it all the way through. And he's talking about there when they start talking about Eric giving the Undertaker the actual story of him. I was like, in the earlier seasons, I feel like they would have actually told the whole story of what he had done heroically. But now they kind of just like, let's cut to the next. I think they're trying to keep it a little bit lighter. They killed Eric off because the actor that played him, he was finding it harder to go. Yeah, he got written out. I saw someone else mention that. they wrote his character off. He was written out. I just didn't see it come when I was watching it at all. I mean, if he wanted to leave the show, then I totally understand. It's not like, yeah, it's, he wanted to leave the show, leave the show. That's totally understandable. And at least they gave him like a whole episode, you know, kind of about him and his death. They could have just done it off screen. They could be like, oh, Eric's dead, you know. No, they had like a whole episode about it. And again, he is one of my favorite kind of like side characters. He has got some of the best stuff. Everything else can wait. This comes first. I'll do what I can. Brilliant, mate. Been waiting on you to upload. I check it every day. I hope you're way big, man. Keep it up. No, give it a thumbs up. There we go. And that's supposed to be a Scottish flag right there, but for some reason in Chrome or whatever, it shows all the flags as black flags. Like no matter what flag. Glad you're still doing these. Love it. Not a fan of having to switch over to watch. I know, I'm not a fan either. I'm really not. I got some sad news and some good news today. Sad news is I broke up with my girlfriend Lorraine. She found out I was seeing another woman. Her name is Claire Lee. So Lorraine left me, but the good news is I can see clearly now that Lorraine is... I can see clearly now Lorraine is gone. Thank you, DJ Donnelly, for that. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching and tuning in, and much appreciated. And thank you for everyone that went over to the Failed to Render, to the Howie Mandel video, said Vase sent me and just said something nice about the video. I really appreciate that. That was great. I went over and I looked at the video today and I saw it had more likes and I saw it had way more comments, and I look at them and it's just like everyone's like, Vase sent me, and I was just like, yeah, I did it. It's great. It's good. So I thank you, and I'm gonna go edit this so I can actually put it out there. See ya.